Welcome back everyone, hope you're doing well. This video is going to be a quick follow-up of the Kill Squad Super Hog Riders, but instead of putting Super Hog Riders, we're going to use the Headhunters. So let's quickly get right into it. This is the composition that I'm using. Now, as you can see, it is very similar to the Super Hog Riders Kill Squad composition, except we remove all the Super Hog Riders and miners, and we added a bunch of Headhunters. Now, obviously, this composition is not optimal. It cannot work on every basis because you need to first deal with every enemy heroes. Second, deal with any important splash damage that could really ruin your attack, such as the scatter shot, the multi-inferno tower, the splash damage from the town hall, the poison spell tower, etc. Those will kill your headhunters. And third, you really need to perfectly execute your RC charge and your kill squad. You need to get as much value as possible. Now, like the Super Hog Riders strategy or Super Hog Riders strategy, it's basically the same setup. 3 stages. First stage is the RC charge, the second stage is the kill squad, and the third stage is the headhunters. Now, obviously, you need to plan beforehand to see how can you eliminate any defensive heroes. And once it's done, you need to check if you can eliminate any types of splash damage, like we talked beforehand. And then after, headhunters might work. So like I said, it is really not optimal. Headhunters are very weak, they deal 0 damage, and obviously quite useless. They never got a new level since their release, so it's not really great. That being said, let's jump right into planning. I'm not going to cover everything because I've already talked about the RC Charge Kill Squad Super Hog Riders strategy. And it's basically the same thing. So first of all, you need to find an area where you can get as much value as possible with your RC charge. So right here, I guess you can start your RC charge either in this area. Oops, let me put that bigger. Here we go. In this area to eliminate this area, or maybe here. Then after you can add your kill squad from this direction. It can deal with the enemy heroes, which are really close. This is really important because you have an easier time to deal with them. As the heroes charge in the base, they will be able to deal with all of those heroes. Of course, since you have plenty of headhunters, don't be shy of using some of them. The funnel could be sending the RC in that direction and taking around this area if you're able to. It'll deal with a scatter shot, one of the multi-inferno tower. It's pretty good. Good value from this area. If you're able to reach there, of course. Your kill squad, dealing damage from here, can hit the monolith. Hopefully the scatter shot, but don't plan on destroying it right away. You also need to do some funnel for your heroes. So let's say you destroy those buildings here. And then after your king can go inside as well. And your queen, after using her arrow with the log launcher, she can path inside. Now don't forget your golem. And your ice, well, we have an ice golem, so put an ice golem if needed. If one of the heroes is, let's say, right here, don't be shy to put an ice golem right here. Wait for him to die, and then after add some headhunters to kill the hero on the side. That will help greatly. But if there are no heroes on the side, please put your ice golem with your main kill squad. So the value is going to be great. Hopefully you're able to take this part of the base. And now all that's left for your headhunters is pretty much this area, which is really great. The only threat that can hurt is, well, the multi-archer tower, both of them here. Well, there are 3 of them. And the multi-inferno tower. You might want to start here or from that direction. I think the best solution is to start from the top right here because you're closest to the inferno tower, which is the defense that will most likely kill all of your headhunters very quickly. Since we already dealt with the scatter shot and the fire spitters, you won't need any problem with them. The next big threat will be the multi-inferno tower. Then after it will be the multi-archer towers. And then after, there's not enough of splash damage that can really deal damage to your headhunters. I mean, maybe those wizard towers, but they're slow. They don't deal too much damage, and because you have the healing tome, your headhunters will stay alive, basically. So yeah, I'd recommend to start from the top at around 3 o'clock, I guess, and let them pass. That way they don't instantly die. You have time to all deploy them. All your troops, your main push. So of course headhunters, your Empress's Warden, your recalled RC, your Warden, they will all push together. While if you put it right here, the Archer Tower right here and here could potentially kill few of your Headhunters, which is not good. Now, don't forget to do some pathing. So maybe like if this building is not destroyed, destroy it. Destroy this building as well. Put maybe some wizards on the side. That way your Headhunters will be forced to stay from the inside. Once you reach around the Multi-Inferno Tower, you can use your ability. You can freeze as well this Archer Tower. Or maybe you can wait and freeze more at the back. It depends if you feel comfortable. And you also gotta be careful with the giant bomb, the Giga Bomb, I mean. You might want to use your ability right there because you will lose pretty much all of your Headhunters if they're all packed here. But it doesn't, you know, if you can use it there, it doesn't really affect your attack because of the Healing Tome, which will keep your Headhunters alive even through the Multi-Inferno Tower. So use your Warden ability in this area to protect from the Giga Bomb. It'll protect a little bit from the Inferno Tower with the Healing Tome. And then after you can use a free spell in this area. And you should be able to triple. So I have 1 or 2 examples to show. But as I said before, it's really base dependent. I was able to deal with the heroes first. And I was able to deal with most of the base because of the RC charge and the kill squad. Other than that, it's really not worth it. Let's jump right into the replays. So let's start with the first replay. Those are the equipments I use. And this base was very good because all of the 4 heroes on one corner. So you want to start an RC charge, then after your kill squad, and after your Headhunters. So it's the same thing as the Hog Riders, except you gotta do it perfectly. You gotta pull it off very, very perfectly and get as much value as possible. Let's just get right into it. So as you can see, I've took out a very big chunk of the base. Some very important defenses, especially the Multi-Inferno Tower. Yeah, right here as well. That's some good value with the RC charge. Now, let's start the kill squad. The kill squad, I'm going to start it right here. It is the best place because of all of the heroes stuck together. The Town Hall very close. The Monolith, that's like the perfect place for the kill squad to start. You need to funnel a little bit, so that way your heroes can go inside. But since you already done an RC charge here, you don't really need to funnel this area. You can just send your king right here, and it's going to clean up and go inside the base. You gotta worry a little bit of this area though. But other than that, just a very simple kill squad. So, okay, well, that was really quick, but I basically sent my Ice Golem, my Golem, then my Queen, and then I waited just a little bit before sending my Log Launcher because I didn't want it to get aggroed right away. I've sent some Headhunters as well to help deal with the enemy heroes. They'll fall down. I put a baby dragon for a little bit of funnel, and those defenses should be taken care of. If there were any CCs, I'll be able to place a poison spell, which will greatly help deal with. And then after, obviously, the Headhunters will be able to destroy those enemy CC quite fast. So, poison spell right here if there are any CC. Let's continue. Now, both scatter shots are down. I don't know where the scatter shots, but basically, as you can see, both scatter shots were down, which is an insane value, meaning 2 less defenses that will completely kill your Headhunters. Now, as you can see, we have the Fire Spitter, which is a big threat. We have a few, well, we still have a remaining Inferno Tower. And then other than the Archer Towers, the multi-Archer Towers, there's not really much threat for your Headhunters. So you got very good value right here. Fire Spitter, obviously, it's one of the most deadly defense in the game. So if you're able to deal with it, you're really good. You have to deal with it if it's facing towards your pathing to the Headhunters you're going to send. I've decided to place it right here. I should have placed it in this area, that way I don't get instantly melted. But as you can see, all of the Headhunters are getting melted. I've probably lost like a good chunk of it, a dozen of them. So I use the freeze. I should have used the freeze earlier on. That way, the Headhunters will be able to pack and then after deal way more damage. I don't think it's going to be that significant, but I think it's going to be very useful. I think they will be able to take down the Inferno Tower before it kills much more Headhunters. That would have been a more optimal play, but you know, it happened. That Gigabomb would have destroyed all of those Headhunters, by the way. I would still have enough force, obviously, but it's something that you need to be careful of. You need to locate the Gigabomb. Really important. I was lucky here that the Gigabomb was, I guess, dead, not usable. Very lucky. Here you go. That was an easy triple using mass Headhunters. Let's jump to the next replay. So obviously this base is a little bit more different because all of the heroes are separated. However, they are on the side, which means I can deal with them with ease. So if I can put like an Ice Golem to tank for defenses, can easily deal with one of the heroes. The RC charge can also deal with one hero, and the kill squad can also deal with one hero. So let's say I kill the RC, the enemy RC with my RC charge. That's one down, 3 to go. I'm going to send my kill squad right here. The queen will die. 2 to go. I'm going to use my Ice Golem to deal with the warden, the enemy warden. 1 to go. And then after I can send my my Headhunters in this direction to deal with the king. Here we go. All of the heroes are dealt with. And now your Headhunters can act as a cleaning troop for your main push. So let's quickly go over it. It's going to be the same setup. RC charge, kill squad, Headhunters. But this time, you deal with the heroes beforehand. So I took a scatter shot. I'll be able to take out the multi-inferno tower as well. This is really good value for your Headhunters. So, okay, it was really fast here, but I had to, I need to explain it a little bit. I had to purposely get damage from my RC, from the enemy RC, so that my hero can target her and eliminate the enemy hero. Obviously, it killed my fox, but that's the price to pay. Some little funnel right here. Then after I use my arrow to perfectly hit it, it also triggered the invisibility tower, which could be very useful. Now I use my log launcher, and after the funnel, I'll be able to place my king either here or here. That way it's going to target inside the base. Of course, it's going to target the enemy queen. And then after, it's going to go inside. Invisibility tower as well, like I said, that's going to help destroy some buildings with your king and potentially your queen. You have the CC as well. If there are any CC troops, put your poison spell on top of it. It's not that scary. If there are furnaces, put it on top of furnaces. Don't worry if there are ice golems. You need to deal with the furnaces first. If there are any rocket looms, you can freeze them if you need, or you can just put a poison spell where it's going to stop to deal damage on top of your troop. That case will be your heroes. If it's the king, he can tank it. If it's the queen, good luck. There we go. There's some CCs. I deal with them. Just put a little poison. I put my skeleton spell on top or around the area of the monolith. I should have probably put it a little bit on front so that it doesn't get targeted by the town hall shots. But either way, it will do his job. It will do his job, basically. Here we go. This is the part where I said the kill squad. I've already put enough of a resource in it. I don't have to look at it anymore. Let's jump into the next stage of the attack, which means deal with this enemy warden. And I did it. I put a nice golem and I put a few headhunters to deal with it. There we go. The last remaining heroes, which the headhunters will target, will be the enemy king. And this is very great because, as I said, it's on the side, meaning it will deal with it very easily. And then after, since they're the side, they won't take much damage. Well, the scatter shot will deal a lot of damage, but other than that, they can just pass right there. So it's really good. My queen almost dealt with the scatter shot. If I had some CC in my log launcher and a rage spell, I could have easily rage my queen and deal with this scatter shot. That would be the most helpful thing. So it's a very dangerous situation. A lot of them will die. Hopefully, the apprentice warden can at least tank one shot for them. But that's basically the setup. So I basically done the the 2 stages: RC charge, kill a squad, and then after, obviously, deal with the other enemy hero. And now the 3rd stage, which is the Headhunters. I was lucky that Sneezy was able to deal with the scatter shot. That's a very good thing. I used my freeze before the Eternal Tome. I thought that it would get much more value because you don't use your freeze at the same time of your during the time you're using the Healing Tome. I think that you get more value out of it if you do it beforehand. Well, it depends. Either, like, let's say there are some scatter shots, you can use your freeze there at the scatter shot if there was one here. Luckily, the fire spitter here is facing the other side, so I use my freeze at the right time, at the best place possible. I use my warden ability at the best place possible. If, let's say, the fire spitter was facing this way, maybe I would have used my warden ability earlier and then after my freeze spell later on. But general rule is that you use your freeze spell first and then after your Eternal Tome. You get much more value. That's the attack. I mean, it's very ridiculous. You really gotta deal with those enemy heroes. You really gotta get the best value with your RC charge and your kill squad. Then after, you can send your Headhunters. It's a very fun attack. It will definitely not work on every basis. You will fail probably a lot of times, but I think that it's a very good trial to see if you have mastered the RC charge and the kill squad all together. It will also show if you're able to plan correctly, to check for any enemy heroes you can deal with, for any good splash damage that you can destroy beforehand. Yeah, it's really good. So that's the attack. Really stupid, not worth the risking, especially not in war or clan war leagues, but I thought I could show you guys this attack. So that's the end of the guide. It was relatively shorter than the other ones, especially because we already covered most of the strategies with the Kill Squad Super Hog Rider strategy. You can also use the same thing with the same strategy and the same setup using Hybrid. It actually worked. I used it, and obviously you kind of need to get a lot of value with your RC charge and your Kill Squad, way more than your Super Hog Riders. But it's definitely more forgiving than mass Headhunters, and you also don't need to deal with every enemy heroes beforehand. So yeah, Hybrid can work. I do still have it. Let me show it very quickly. Very fast. RC charge, very good. Now I'm going to do some little funnel using baby dragons. Jet arrow going to destroy is going to cripple some walls, going to cripple the monolith, and log launcher with the king, which with all of the cleanup area will go inside the base, especially with the enemy king, which will help aggro. Skeleton spell. I put it a little bit too close to the town hall. I should have put it a little bit closer to the wall, but that being said, it does its job. So now the RC charge has done the good funnel for your heroes, for your kill squad. Your kill squad got a lot of values as well, and now you can just send your hybrid. Yeah, that's basically the attack. it's definitely more fun to use the hybrid variant because, well, over the Headhunters, obviously, because it's more of a flex, and it's also like showing if you're good with your RC charge and your kill squad. So as you can see, it's way more forgiving than the Headhunters because Hog Riders and Miners definitely have more HP. And because of the Hog Riders have the 5 troop capacity instead of 6, that means that you have more troops available. So yeah, I think overall the strongest strategy out of the 3 is the Super Hog Riders. Then after, if I think the more fun is the hybrid because it's just nostalgic to use. It reminds me of Tunnel 13 meta. It's really fun. I really love hybrid. I will definitely use it in my war attacks and in Clan War League. And then after, if you just feel like you're the GOAT at the RC charge and the kill squad, then use the Headhunters. I really don't recommend it. It's stupid, but here we go. So yeah, that was the quick guide that I wanted to do and that I wanted to showcase. If you want to use it, I still showed the army earlier on, but I don't really recommend it. It's really neat. But if you triple, it is a very big flex that you can show your friends and your clanmates. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next guide.